This is a new topic and it's on measurement, MM1, and we'll be doing MM2 as well. And the first thing we're looking at are converting between metric units, okay? Now, units of length here, we're looking at that first. Micro, does that sound small? Yeah, it's small. It's very small. It's actually, and a millimetre you recognise as what you see on your ruler. But a micrometre is actually 1,000 times smaller than a millimetre, all right? So micrometre, quite small. Then we've got millimetre, mm. Then we've got centimetre. So this is from the smallest to the largest. We've got micrometre, millimetre, centimetre, metre, and kilometre. So you know some of these. So for example, 1 centimetre is 10 millimetres. That's on your ruler. Metre, 1 metre is 100 centimetres. You should remember cent, 100 cents in the dollar, 100 centimetres in a metre, all right? But 1 metre is also equal to 1,000 millimetres. The reason is, girls, milli, if we look down here, you know how I said micro sounds really small? A micro, the word micro means not 1 million, 1 millionth. So it's quite small. It's 1 millionth. So a micrometre is 1 millionth of a metre. A microlitre is 1 millionth of a litre. Okay? So micro means 1 millionth. Milli means not 1,000 of, but it's 1,000th. So it's 1 over 1,000. Milli is small. So 1,000 millis make up a normal unit. So 1,000 millimetres makes a metre. 1,000 milligrams makes a gram. 1,000 millilitres makes a litre. All right? So 1,000 millis makes one of the normal units. All right? Centi. What? That's a mistake. Can you fix that? It is 100th. Thank you. A centi is not that. It's 100th or 1 over 100. That's deci. 1/10. So can you fix it? 100th. Oh, let me, if I go insert text box, 100th. Probably a bit big too. I'll make it a bit smaller. Make it 11 or 10. There we go. 100th. There it is. Got it? Oh, what a mess. Wait. Fill. Light grey will do. Even lighter. There we go. All right. So guys, oh, sorry, that was all recording. So 1 centi means 100th or 1 over 100, please. 1 over 100, not 1 over 10. Now, see, kilo, that's a big quantity. The word kilo means 1,000. So if you say 60 kilograms, it's 60. The word kilo means 1,000. So if you're 60 kilograms, you are 60,000 grams. Because 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams, all right? So the word kilo means 1,000. So kilometres, 1 kilometre is 1,000 metres. 1 kilolitre is 1,000 litres, all right? And mega, I think of mega, mind, big. Mega's big. That's a million. So don't get confused between micro and mega. Mega's sort of like the opposite. Micro is 1,000, 1 millionth, but mega is 1 million. So a megalitre is a million litres. A megalitre. Okay, so let's just go back up. Now that you sort of know what those prefixes are, see, they are always the same, those prefixes, no matter whether you're talking length, mass, volume, capacity, it doesn't matter. Now, here we go. So, a metre, notice, is 1,000 millimetres, because 1,000 of the small things make up 1 big metre. A metre is also 1,000 micrometres. And a kilometre, remember kilo means 1,000. Notice the K is gone. and they put 1,000 in its place. So a kilometre is 1,000 metres. Same thing with mass. Milligrams are the smallest units. I mean, there's micrograms too, but they're really small. Grams. 1 gram is 1,000 millis. 1,000 millis make up 1,000 milligrams makes up 1 gram. See, 1,000 millimetres made up 1 metre. Right? 1 kilo, kilo means 1,000. So 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. Kilo's big. 1 tonne. So you have to know this one. A tonne is 1,000 kilograms. So the next unit up from kilograms is tonnes. Okay? And megatons. Mega, what does the word mega mean? A million. So a megaton is 1,000,000 tons. Do you get it? Yep. If there's such thing as a kiloton, if there was such thing as a kiloton, what's a kiloton? How many tons? 1,000. Because the word kilo means 1,000. The word mega means 1,000,000. MMM. Right, time, you know your time conversions, I'm hoping. Seconds are the smallest unit. Remember, there's 1 minute, 60 seconds. 1 hour is 60 minutes. Sometimes we will use that it's 3,600 seconds because an hour is 60 minutes, but each minute is 60 seconds. So 60 times 60 gives us the 3,600. Remember, a day is 24 hours. And here's capacity. Again, the same prefixes. Milliliter is the smallest. So 1,000 milliliters makes 1 litre. 1 kilo, the word K can be replaced with the number 1,000. A kiloliter is 1,000 litre, and there's your megalitre. Mega means 1,000,000. Megalitre, 1,000,000 litres. Kiloliter, 1,000 litres. So if you just learn that kilo means 1,000 and mega means 1,000,000, you just replace the K with 1,000 and the mega with 1,000,000. All right? So there's your prefixes. Now, to convert larger units, this is what we're going to be doing in a minute. We're going to be converting larger units into smaller ones. Now look here. Some people get confused. I think here is bigger, a kilogram or a gram? A kilogram or a gram? All right, notice that 1 kilogram equals 1,000 of the smaller units. So when you're going from big to small, so if you convert to from kilograms to grams, you've always got 1,000 more of the little grams than the kilogram. See, 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. 2 kilograms is, can you see this? If you see kg and you see g, can you see you've got more g's than kgs? So when you go from big to small units, you get a bigger answer. You multiply. How do you get bigger numbers? You multiply. See how minutes are bigger than seconds? So if you're converting from minutes to seconds, you should be getting a bigger number because there are 60 seconds for every 1 minute. Can you see? 1 minute is 1 is smaller, 60 is bigger. So when you go from from large units to big to smaller ones, we multiply so that you get more smaller units. And when you're going from a smaller unit to a large one, you divide because lots of small things make up one big thing. Okay? All right, we're going to do some examples. 13 centimetres to millimetres. You need to know the conversion. This one is off your ruler, that 1 centimetre is 10 millimetres. Can you see when you're going from centimetres to millimetres, you end up with a bigger number? Notice we've got 10 millimetres on the millimetre side, and on the centimetre side, I have the number 1. So when you're going from centimetres to millimetres, if you look at 1 centimetre equals 10 millimetres, you can see that you've always got more millimetres than centimetres. So if you're converting from centimetres to millimetres, you have to have more millimetres. The only way you're going to get more is if you times by 10, not if you divide by 10. So with this one, therefore, 6.3 centimetres will be 6.3 times 10 millimetres, which is what? Move the decimal point 1 place to the right, 63 millimetres. Okay, next question, we have to convert from millimetres to micrometres. Now, they're both very small. But what do you think smaller, a micro or a milli? A micro is smaller. And how many extra zeros on the denominator do I have here for the micro? 3. There's a 1,000-fold difference between them. You know what? A micro is 1,000 times smaller than a milli. So can you see, girls, the difference between a micro and a milli is 3 zeros. So the micro is smaller. It's 1,000 times smaller. A micrometer, for example, is 1,000 times smaller than a millimeter. There's 1,000 difference between them. I know a millimeter is so tiny. Think of your ruler, 1 millimeter. A micrometer is 1,000 micrometers fit into that 1 millimeter, because a micrometer is 1,000 times smaller. No, this one's very, very tricky. All right, micrometers, the symbol is like this. It's like a U, a UM. All right, that's the symbol for micrometers. But girls, a micrometer is really small. So 1,000 micrometers is equal to 1 millimeter. So girls, if 1,000 micrometers is equal to 1 millimeter, I've always got more millimeters than micrometers. The conversion is 1,000. Am I going to multiply by 1,000 or divide? No, micrometers are smaller. So I need, if I'm converting them to micrometers, I've got a lot more micrometers. I'm going to time. Well, look here. Millimeters got the 1 next to it. Micrometers has the 1,000 next to it. There's always more micrometers than millimeters. Do you get what I'm doing? There's always more micrometers than millimeters. 1 millimeter is 1,000 micrometers. So if I want to convert that, that's equal to 6.9 times 1,000 micrometers. Anyone know what that is? 6.9 times 1,000. 6900. How do you know what to do? The point's there. You're timesing by 1,000 and you jump 1, 2, 3. That is probably the trickiest of all of those. You know why? Because all the other conversions, you know the conversion. How many grams? All right, let's do D. So 1E would be probably the worst one there. All right? We know, this is the conversion that I know. 1,000 grams is 1 kilogram. Now look at the G and look at the kg. And do you have less kgs than grams or more kgs than grams? Less. So I know the conversion is 1,000. Do I decide to multiply or divide? I have to have less kgs than grams. Do you see that? Yes, I divide. See, 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram. If you're going from grams to kilograms, the number gets smaller. You're going from 1,000 to 1 less, like to 1. It's 1,000 times smaller. So we go, that's equal to 285 divided by 1,000 kilograms. So 285 grams is equal to 285 divided by 1,000 kilograms. Here, I'll put the 285 here. How do you divide that by 1,000 without a calc? Where's the decimal point on a whole number? Let me tell you, 6.5, 6.1, yeah, it's after. 6.0 is just 6, you get it? So the decimal point's on the end. If I divide by 1,000, how many jumps back? 3. So I go 285 grams. What's my answer? 1, 2, 3. What do you get? 0.285 kilograms. Let's do question 1F. 58,000 mils to litres. Milliliters. That's actually mils is milliliters. Which ones are bigger, mils or litres? Litres are bigger. Good. How many go into it? How many mils make a litre? How many? Girls, let me tell you, everything's 1,000 except when centimetres are involved. All right, most of the conversions will be 1,000 except for 10 millimetres is a centimetre and 100 centimetres is a metre. Pretty much all the other conversions involve 1,000. All right, so actually we'll go back and look at that. So 1,000 mils equals 1 litre. All right. You're going to have more or less litres. There's the litres, it's got the small number. The mils has got the big number next to it. What do? I'm going from here to litres. Divide by 1,000. So 58,000 mils is 58,000 divided by 1,000 litres. Answer? 58 litres. All right, now, in the upcoming topic, well, this is the topic, measurement, you'll be doing a lot of these conversions when we do perimeter and area and capacity, volume, and all that, okay? We probably won't ask you a straight out convert. It'll be involved in some question, all right? It'll be part of a question. The last one, Yusuf's water consumption is 59 kilolitres. So I'm just writing 59 kilolitres. How many litres is this? What they're asking you is 59 kilolitres equals how many litres? That's the question mark. They're just asking you convert kilolitres into litres. All right, you've got a few ways of doing this. Do you know what that K stands for? What does the K mean? Kilo. 1,000. That just means 59 times 1,000 litres. Because the K is 1,000. The capital M is 1,000,000. K is just 1,000. I mean, I can go and write out the conversion. Do you know what the conversion is? How many litres makes a kilolitre? Or are you happy just to replace K with 1,000? Because it's probably the easiest way. No? The conversion is 1 kilolitre equals 1,000 litres. That's the conversion. So when you go from kilolitres to litres, you've got more litres than kilolitres, and it's 1,000 times more. So going from KL to L, it gets bigger, so I times. So 59 kilolitres is 59 times 1,000 litres. The other way you can look at this is just replace the K with 1,000. So it's 59,000 litres. Another question here. The Great Pyramid of Cheops, or Khufu, at Giza in Egypt contains 2,000 blocks, each weighing 2.45 tonnes. Now let me tell you, what does a car weigh? Do you know? A tonne. Maybe 1.5 tonne if it's an SUV. But 1,000 kilos, approximately a car might be about 1,000 kilos. Bigger cars, 1,500 kilos or 1.5 tonnes. The blocks, you know those pyramids in Egypt? Each block is like a car plus SUV combined weight, each block. All right, there are 2,000 of them. Just think how big this is. 2 million. 2 million. Thank you, girls. 2 million, each weighing 2.45 tonnes. What is the total mass? What should I do first? One block is 2.5 tonnes. What's the total weight of all the blocks? What should I do? What do you want to multiply? Good. 2 million times 2.45 tonnes. I need an answer, please. 2 million times 2.45 tonnes. Make sure you put your 6 zeros. 4,900,000 tonnes. Now the question is megatons. Mega mind, mega, big. Bigger than kilos. What's the mega? Mega millions. Think of, not that I like. Total mass in megatons. 1 million tonnes, that's the symbol for tonnes, T, is 1 mega. The symbol for mega is capital M. So 1 million tonnes is 1 megaton. If you want to convert that to megatons, you're going to have more or less megatons than tonnes. So you divide by 1 million. All right? So we're going to go, it's 4,900,000, 1, 2, divided by 1 million. And what do we get? Sorry, this is just my little, that's just my little notes. 4.9 megatons. Okay, so that's just my conversion. Mega means 1 million. So you just replace the mega with 1 million. 1 megaton is 1 million tons. Okay? And that was question 10.